Let's see how many people show up this morning. It's early. It is early, early, early. I can tell you. I really want to know. Who are you? Who? Who are you? Who? Good morning. It is Saturday at the butt crack of dawn. Only for the people I love, let me tell you. I hurt. Good morning. Good morning. I don't miss these days. You know, for those of you who do sports, I did them throughout. Ed is not awake. No, he's sleeping. I'm the only idiot awake. Too manly? Well, you're just too mean, Charlie. I don't give a shit. What makes me manly? My hat? Are you really starting with me this early in the morning? My hat makes me too manly? If that's the case, well then, don't look around your world that you live in. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Debbie. How are you? What's happening? What's your height? 5'7.5". I used to be 5'8", but as you age, you shrink. Yeah, you shrink. Hi, Steve. How are you? Tomorrow, Sherry. Tomorrow is Andrew's birthday, the 21, with Impetigo. Oh, hi, Riverdan. Thank you, Ridvan. Chacha's here. I'm up early. So what happens? I can flex. Of course I can. I'm a badass bitch. That's why I can flex, yo. I literally woke up at 4:50. It took me an hour to get my videos up and going. Yeah, can you believe that? And so I don't have a lot of time. Can anyone help me? I'm homeless. This isn't my house. I just broke in and I'm using their treadmill. Hi, Bryce. How are you? I got cupped yesterday, and 2 of the cups were like so tight that my bruises are hurting while I'm running. You're walking in this heat, is it hot? So yes. So preparations, I came home from date night, started working, cleaning, finishing up the things I needed to do, because I'm really not gonna have time, you know, because by the time I get home, I'm gonna need a nap, and then Celeste will be here. So, how's Andrew? Miserable. Put holes in your horse trowel so you don't get rut. Okay. Or is that what it is? I don't know how to do that, but maybe I can get my neighbor to do that for me. Hi, Lonnie. I just came back from walking puppy. It's humid. I think it's going to be nice here today. I think it dropped. Yesterday was almost 100, and then I think it's dropping today. Hi, Haas. I've been around. Yep. I've been around, just older. I have brothers. I need to drill holes. Okay. I will. I figured I was going to need to do that anyway. So I will. I'll get my neighbor to do it when he gets home, Clint. Because that can't drill shit. What am I going to drill? You know what I mean? Did I get groceries? I always get groceries. Hi, Bogey. I am early. I got a game. You are going fast. I'm not going fast. Only 5.0. Good morning, Claudia. I don't want to be drilled, John. Not me. My horse trowel. Duh. Root rot. Got it. I know, Kathy. I knew what you meant. Kind of, I think. I thought rud was maybe a disease of plants. Grandpa's sleeping. So I order those groceries. If you're talking about my video, I order them so I can get what we need. When Dan goes to the store, unless I tell him what we need as a household, he only gets what he wants. Yeah, don't ask. Hi, Sam. Love you, girl. What are you doing this weekend? Yep. No, Dan goes to the store for what he wants, popsicles. 50,000 popsicles, yeah. But unless he says, hey, or unless I say, hey, this is what we need, doesn't happen. I do the household shit. Hi from Liverpool, Danielle. Great name. My middle name starts with an R too, but it's not Renee, it's Rachel. Yeah. Dan's sleeping and Grandpa's sleeping, so they are better than me. Yeah. Dan was so cute, I wanted to take a picture of him, but he was in his underwear. He was like curled up like in a little fetal position on the bed, out. Yeah, snoring away. I do too much. I did not sit down until 10 o'clock last night. Yeah. Hi, Rich. I know. Nuggets have a game, and it's Rocky's 40th birthday. Yeah, everybody wishes they had a woman like me, except I don't put out. So I used to when I was younger and horny. Now I'm just older, horny, and too tired. Yeah. Holla. What's it? I mean, it still has feelings. She gets tingly sometimes, but to actually act on the tingles is like way too much. I can't. So she still gets feelings, so I know she's not completely dead, but she's too tired. I finally got in bed at 9:48. We came home from date night about 6:30, and we sat outside for a good 45 minutes, probably an hour, talked to my cousin, the one with my squish. And then I got up, I started watering, I started doing everything to prep for my not enough time for today. So I got my watering done that I would have done this morning. And what else? Yeah, and then clean, mop the floors. I wanted to do a couple things, vacuum, things that I would normally do in the morning that I couldn't do. So crazy. Agenda for the day. I am with Rocky from 8 to 1. 8 to 1. Delaney has a game at 8 and at 12. Hi, Heather. Very early. Danielle doesn't do these mornings. I used to. This was my life, 10, 15 years ago. So weather is beautiful. It's dropping today, and tomorrow it's going to be beautiful. Not too hot. Yesterday was kind of hot. So I'm beat. I'm beat to shit. Thanks, Patrick. Dan got retired or what? Yes, he's semi-retired. He still takes. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm not done, Sam. I forgot. And then I'm gonna get home probably about 2, and then I have to do I might just go straight to bed because Celeste is coming today. Yeah, Celeste will be here today. So she might be here if we do a live. If we decide to do a live tonight, Celeste will be here. And then tomorrow's Andrew's birthday. So tomorrow, Andrew's 21. Yeah. So it's going to be so fun, and it kicks off tonight with Celeste being here. So I'm sure I'll barbecue, get something to eat, and then have some cocktails, sit out, chill, relax. Oh, he does, Heather? Anyway, it's going to be fun. So I don't know if we're going to do a live. It just depends on our vibe and how we're feeling and whether or not we want. I mean, Celeste won't care. This is the biggest thing about Celeste. I met her enough times. She's easy peasy lemon squeezy. She just goes with the flow. And she's great. So that's one of the people you like. The people who don't like, Yes, I'm on early. Soccer time. This is, what time? 5 a.m. whisper. I started my videos. Hi, Lillian. If you guys want to contribute to Andrew's money begging donation, hashtag save his balls, hashtag save his penis, hashtag save him from Impetigo. His Venmo is Andrew-Salander-1, capital A, capital S, on Venmo. It's his 21st birthday tomorrow. We are going to have a good time. Poor Andrew. It's on the peen, too, he said. Peen and balls. Yeah, peen and balls. So too late to save the peen or the balls, but save Andrew from impetigo. Save him from his kidneys. I don't know. Andrew's sleeping. It is early, Francine. So hi Kimber, how are you? I know he is not healthy right now. He is crossing his fingers that today he will have some relief. That poor kid is just from the neck up. I mean, his neck. I said, dude, why are your balls and peen infected? He's like, I don't know. So he must have, before he knew the contagion. So there's no herpes at all. They tested him. So now Andrew's like, because he got it on the way home from Cabo on my 50th birthday. Yes, and Sam, you missed this yesterday, but on his 18th birthday, he had COVID. So he was like, fuck, my fucking 18th birthday, I was sick with COVID, and now this on my 21st. Yeah, so I was like, at some point he must have, not washed his hands. Because yesterday it was just the balls. And I said, save the balls from impetigo, donate today. And now it's his, he's like, it's on my penis. If I get this shit, I'm gonna be pissed. So apparently it takes 48 hours. I know some people were concerned about us going to the casino. I won't mention any group name, if you know what I mean, but people are calling me selfish and rude and I don't remember. And yes, 48 hours. 48 hours, just so everybody is clarified. And I thought there was doctors on that group. They claim to be doctors and psychologists. Shit, they should know the facts, right? The whole package is in peril. Hashtag save Andrew's package. Donate to Andrew-Salander-1. It's too late. I think the package is going down. So 48 hours on the antibiotics, and you are no longer considered contagious, just so you all know. Just want to make that clear. So it'll be 48 hours by the time he takes his second pill today. So we are overly, non-contagious by the time we hit the casino tomorrow. Just want to let everybody know. Watching you from Jamaica, hello. And just so you know, many people go to the casino sick, right? They don't know. So if you take a risk by going to a public facility, you take the risk in general, right? We do what we're supposed to do. Well, shit, Robert, you're early. We take the things we do seriously. He's been home. He tried to go to work, and they sent him home because that's just the type of kid my kid is. Even though he had a doctor's note, he was like, I can't call out. It's too right. If you're worried about contagious things, don't go to a casino or wear a mask. Yeah. So at least I keep my kid home, right, for 48 hours until he's not contagious. So I know there was like an uproar, I guess, about how disrespectful I am and, how rude and selfish, because I'm sure we're still going to go. We absolutely are still going to go. It's his 21st birthday. And thank God he went to urgent care when he did, or we wouldn't have been able to go, right? So suck my cock. Anyway, hi Patsy. I didn't say anything bad. You just thought you heard something bad, but I wasn't. I was very demure. Yeah, I'm very polite about that. I'm very classy. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to clarify on the rules and regulations of antibiotic care and impetigo. So a funny thing is that when we came home from my 50th birthday party in Cabo, he got burned bad. And guess what? He got shit on his lips. And he had a couple spots, but it just looked like burn spots, you know? And Andrew last night was like, oh my God, that was impetigo. It wasn't herpes. So all along we're thinking he has herpes, and it's really not. It's probably impetigo because of his sensitivity to his skin. So that would make sense. Haters gonna hate, Barb. But I want to open you up for the best life there. I take my, anyway, hi, cool, I'll watch you all the time. Stay quiet, screw that. We are gonna have fun. It's Andrew's birthday, and poor guy, has been miserable for the last 48 hours. So last night, even though his neck was pretty inflamed, because I think the heat, his face is so dry, he's like, it just hurts. His nose, but it looks like things are scabbing. So instead of looking like hive-ish, it's looking more dried out. So I don't know, but his eyes are puffy. So hopefully his goal is to make it pulled up to the bar at 12 tonight. So he'll be not contagious, right? But he's hoping he can make it to the bar because his friends want to take him for his first legal drink at the bar around the corner. Hi, Melissa. So I don't know. I said, I don't know, Andrew, I wouldn't push it because, you know, it's also, you're pushing your body, and tomorrow you're going to be pushing your body. So I wouldn't overdo it if I were you. Wait till tomorrow, but I'll see how he is. I won't see him till this afternoon, so. Hi, Minnie. Anyway, so crazy, poor kid. Poor kid. So that's it. That's all I got. It's going to be a crazy weekend. I will still be on tomorrow morning. I will still be begging and pleading to save Andrew's balls and peen from impetigo, save his kidneys. So if you want to contribute to the fund, you can do it at Andrew-Thalander-1, capital A, capital S. Yeah. And together we can help cure his disease. Together we can help save his kidneys from too much IgA. Together we can help him and contribute to the delinquency of being an adult finally in life. 18 still baby, 21 still a baby, but technically, you know. Save Andrew's balls, save his kidneys, donate today. Now I need to put on that like Sarah McLachlan song, In the Arms of an Angel. Anyway, just a little ha-ha for you this morning. So what are you all doing today? Anything fun? Yeah, I told you all about myself. Now tell me what you're doing today. Some of you are burning up like you're in hell. Yeah, the others of you are staying clear from the hurricanes. I see there's some hurricanes brewing. Poor Andrew. Donna's so bad. Save the balls, yeah. Save the peen. Save the kidneys, yeah. So the good thing is his urine hasn't changed colors, which means his body's doing what it's supposed to do, right? When his pee changes colors, then we know his disease is kicking in, and we just have to watch to make sure it gets back on track. So far, so good. Knock on wood. He's been safe from doing that, and his body's doing it, and that's in all seriousness. So I'm asking him every day, you know, how's the urine? Do you ever pay attention to me when I talk in the morning? For fuck's sake. Morning, Barb. You're having rust. What's rust? Jade, you're here every day. You know my schedule every day. We talk about it every day. Every day, every day. Now you come on here this morning and say, but bitch, why you up early? Fuck. Rocky's birthday, right? She's 40. Josh out of town. Early fucking soccer games. Shit. Jade, no excuse. That's just a sign of age. If you can't micromanage 15 things at one time and forget half the shit you're doing or don't remember, that means failure. Yeah. I can't remember shit either, so I'm with you, girl. You know, I just gotta bust your butt. chomp on your chops. Yeah, I gotta bust your hide. I expect you guys to remember everything I'm doing. I expect you all to remember my whole schedule, because we do this the day before, and then you all come on here. Why are you up so early? Do I just talk to myself? Feels like it. It's very hot in Jamaica. Go sit in a river or lake. Make sure there's no boa constrictors. Do y'all have boa constrictors? And what kind of creatures you got lurking in those lakes? You got the Loch Ness Monster, alligators, crocodiles. You got snakes. I don't like snakes. Wait until late 50s. I'm late 50s. Picking out wainscoting. God, I used to do that myself. I know, Janet, me neither. Why does your voice sound like that? Why do you look like that? Just saw your video putting your father-in-law to bed. Just want to. I know, you guys, please leave me alone. I'm so tired of hearing about the board, the sheet, all that shit. We know. You don't think we know? But this is just the way we do it, all right? It works for us. So don't worry about it. We know. If and when it gets worse, we will change. But we don't need to. What's Andrew's? You can ignore it, Dawn. You can ignore it. Jamaica is? I've never been there. I've never been there. I'm triggered already by the comments. As a nurse, I know. But that's the way we do it. Put a sheet, do this, do that. You too, Yvonne. Here's the thing, you've got to know we know these things, right? Anyway. Hi, Gail. Yeah. Andrew, I'm hoping to too, Diane. I'm hoping to too. Yeah, so everybody wants to give me advice and give us advice. Look, we know what's there. This is our choice right now. It's easy for us. We don't want no board. It's fine. Not yet. Maybe at some point in time when it can't help and it gets more daunting, we will. But right now, this is our way. I know, and everybody's in there, people are gonna get offended because I'm triggered. But it's like, cut us some slack. I mean, we know about these things. And it works, you know? So we're not there yet, okay? And all due respect, we know. Anyway, capiche? It drives me nuts. Dan's like, they're just giving suggestions. I know. But when you get 5,000 suggestions out of like, oh, how cute, or good luck, you just get a little triggered. I get triggered. He doesn't. I do. Save the trigger. If you care about Danielle, don't mention anything. Just don't comment if you want to say it. I know. Board sheet, blah, blah, biscuit. And it's nothing for you to get offended about, Yvonne. It's not just you. It's everybody else, too. And imagine when you already know something and you have 5,000 people telling you how to do it, it gets quite tedious and irritating. As a woman, just as me, maybe it's me. Oh, shit. Everybody always wants to tell us how to do things. We already know the options, right? I was with them for a week in the hospital. They had a board that they used. Did you mention the board? No! Luan, what board are you talking about? No, can you tell me? Please, I didn't know. Yeah. Why is my hat backwards? Because I'm trying to be a man. Yeah. We didn't know anything about caregiving. When I was in the hospital with Ed for a week, I saw nothing. I didn't watch the nurses. I didn't assess. I didn't do anything. I just sat there with my thumb up my ass. You know what I mean? Never asked questions. Yeah, never did a fucking thing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I guess it's a good thing I have social media to tell me how to do it better or how to do it their way. As a nurse, I understand you need that. You got to protect your backs and all that stuff. And all the patients, I get it. And it probably would be easier. But it's really not that hard with what we're doing, right? Anyway, so had dementia in July. My aunt was, she was home. Anyway, so read the room is also something. Sansony is another one. Another one of my friends, members, who doesn't remember a damn fucking thing. Y'all, I'm not talking to YouTube anymore. Only the people who aren't members. Members, you suck. Is there any member on YouTube that remembers why the fucking hell I'm up early? If one more fucking YouTube member comes on here and, and asks me what the fuck I'm doing today, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I expect more from you green people. I expect more people in with the stars to know. What the fuck is wrong? You guys pay to see me, and you don't remember a damn fucking thing. Yes, Jade. I've been up since 4:50 this morning. I'm a little tired. Sorry, Melissa, about that. Diddly Pop. Nuggets, soccer. Rocky's birthday. Josh is out of town. Does any of that ring a fucking bell, Sansony? Shit. Don, fuck off. Hey, did you all know there's a board you can use when transferring a patient and moving them on the bed? I don't know if any of you know, it's a great contraption. You can also put a flat sheet and help move them up. Saves your back and a lot of time. Yeah. C's coming. At least somebody remembered something. Andrew's balls. I'm not up early for the balls or the peen, but yes, he's infiltrated with the Impetigo. He said, yeah, hi D. You know what he said last night, y'all? We were sitting there talking, we were talking. And if you forgot, Andrew's package is in peril. He's swollen. Bogey, he was sitting with us outside, he was miserable. And he's like, yeah, so he was talking about the look of his member. Reddit's gonna love this one. The look of his member. And he's all, yeah, there's like a ring around it, but you know what? It looks really big right now. He's swollen. It looks big. I was like, oh, I was on the phone with his sister at that point. She's like, what? Andrew, how the fuck did you get it on your balls and your fucking penis, bruh? And he's like, yeah, but it's bad, but it looks pretty good. It's pretty big. She's like, and she hung up. She's like, well, take a picture. It'll return to normal. Anyway, the little excitement men have when something's affecting the size of the peen. Oh, shit. It looks bigger. Well, bruh, I guess that's a good thing. It gave him an upgrade for the time being. I didn't ask about his balls, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the balls or the peen. There's not, I mean, who wants big balls? Any man? No. I'm sure men want their balls as small as possible. Anyway. Hi, Buttercom, thank you. Oh, it looks bigger. Take a picture, buddy. I'm surprised he didn't pull down his pants and show me. He's always proud of things like that. I was like, dude, you're 21, don't even think about showing your mama. He's like, bro. Big balls low sway. Sway low, right. And big balls get in the way, right? That's why I think Salinger men can cross their legs, because their balls aren't so big. I don't know. Can big bald men cross their legs? Google that. Where's Judy? Where's Judy? Maybe it has a hole in his pocket. It says Giant Catherine. Do they tuck them? I don't know. Good morning. Oh, Marg, what are you going to tell me now what you've accomplished? I don't want to hear it. I showered and shaved last night. My cooter was itching so bad because it was long, girl. It was my defense mechanism, you know? And I thought, all right, when we get home, maybe I'll give him a little something, something. And then Andrew and Grandpa, we had a whole lot of, we didn't. And then, you know, at 10 o'clock when I'm like half alive, he starts kissing the inner thigh. And I'm like, bro, stop. Like, you should know when it's 10 o'clock, I just never gonna give you any. Don't even ask. Don't even try. If I initiate something, then you might get lucky. But don't do it, you're pissing me off. Don't kiss, he kissed again. And I have to say, I couldn't move. I literally just got done cleaning, laundry, putting shit away, making Andrew's bed, doing all that shit. The German, I love my baby. Anyway, not gonna happen. On principle, it's not gonna happen. I am tired, my body's hurting, and it would hurt me to get banged right now. You know, if you're fibromyalgia, which it is, because I've been doing way too much, the movement of being pushed up repeatedly for a good 60 seconds or more, it hurts. It's not enjoyable. Big sis needs you. Okay, bye, JD. Love you. No, I don't want to move. I don't want to feel pain, and I don't want to be jarred. Sometimes if you have the fibro, y'all know what I'm talking about. Say no to sex. Yeah. Say no to sex. No to sex when you're in a flare-up, because that hurts like a motherfucker. Your vagina starts aching, too. Anybody notice that? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Your vagina, everything, you're just like, ugh, I hurt, you know? And I just, it doesn't feel good. Just get it over with. And everything aches. My hips are aching because they're spread open. My body's like, I just want to sleep. I can't do this. Have some respect for us. Have some respect. If we say we are hurting when we get in bed, you've seen how hard I've been working, even after date night. Yeah, all the fibro warriors. Yes, yes. Girl, I know it. I know. That's why we got to stick together. It all hurts. My lips feel chapped. You know, it's just not good. And it's like, say no to sex, no matter what. That's who. And we just hit an age, certain of us. Those of you who are wild sex kittens, congrats. I don't know how you do it in this phase of life, but congrats. You guys are winners. That's what makes you a special wife. Anyway, the nails hurt. Oh my God. Sambo, when I get my nails done, and I think I'm starting a flare-up because I've been pushing. I did yard work yesterday, cut some trees, chainsawed some stuff until all my bins were full because I'm not gonna have time this weekend. Normally Saturday and Sunday I compile, and Monday I'm planning to be hungover and I don't want to do a damn thing. Do men get fibro? Yes. But statistically, women have it more. You know why? Don't even get me started on why women get it. Because women are badass bitches. Because women keep their family's woes on their back their whole life. They don't even realize. We don't. They, we, they. We. You want pronouns? We, they. They don't. You guys don't realize the shit we carry on our backs. From the moment we say I do to the moment we ship our kids off to college. And then all of a sudden, 18, 19 years later, our bodies start breaking down, and we're like, what the fuck? Why do I have pain? Cancer? Shit, what's that? Oh my God, I can't walk. My neck hurts, my back hurts, my wrist hurts, right? And then we're like, what the fuck? Then you go to the doctor and say, I think I'm dying. They do MRIs, they don't see anything wrong, and they say, haha, you have fibro. Congratulations. It's gonna take you a while to figure this fucker out, but it starts slow, and by the time your body gets a certain age, it hits you like a fucking 25,000 pound brick. It's from stress. It's from no sleep. It's from not being able to pay bills or not having enough money because your spouse got laid off. It's from extremely high gas prices. It's sick kids. It's, you know, and we just put a smile on our face. Yeah, we just do it and keep it, and then it hurts us at 50 or earlier than that, you know. Oh, texting good morning. You too. So yeah, I feel it. And man, does every part of me feel it now. Where did all this come from all of a sudden? It started with my neck. Now my wrists, my thumbs, my hip, my bunions are hurting. And that's when you know you're in a flare-up. When all your joints and all your ailments start hurting at the same time, you're starting to flare. I'm starting to flare. 31 with the body of a 7-year-old, started with my neck. You too. How many of you who have fibro started with your neck? Hi, Froggy. I know. I got shit to do. Yeah, she didn't listen to me either. You two people are just on a roll today. So stay healthy and away from nagging husband. Yes. But he doesn't. It always starts with the neck. Shit, I didn't even know that. I thought I was dying. I'm going to tell you, mine started with a pain in my right side after my mom died. Shortly after. When I think back of my whole process of when pain started, because typically it's from either an accident or it's from a tragedy. Most of the time it's from a tragedy, right? Something that's PTSD, and the pain haunts you, right? Everything that you're going through just builds and builds and builds. And so what I noticed is it started in my side right after my mom died, because I did everything. I still do everything. You guys know that. I'm a caregiver. I take care of people even when I'm pissed off. But and my mom died. And then my dad unalived himself. And I had these kids. I had Dan off doing God knows what. Wishing he was doing God knows what, but he was in his own world. He literally, I always said I was a mom with a bank account, because really that's what my life was like. And I'm just struggling to get through life, to keep my eyes open, to keep my body going. My mom was my best friend. She was my mom. She was my companion. She was my family. She was my everything. So that was hard. It was hard. So yours was a car accident. Yep. Because they can't figure out what the pain is. So, I used to think, oh, fibro, what a crock of shit, right? And then, when you grow up and you have more wisdom and then it happens to you, and they're like, fibro. And I was like, is that even a thing? And the doctor's like, yeah, it's pain. It's pain. And we can't tell where it's coming from, but you have it. And it's debilitating. And it affects your mood. It gives you depression. It gives you anxiety. It's like a big black cloud and in a thunderstorm all the time. So, and then I was like, great, I'm going to have to tell Dan this, because Dan's the big old fibro's not real, person. And that's who I learned it from. And he was like, pfft. So it's just a generalized term for pain and they don't know why you have it. It's kind of like my sciatica right now. It's like, fuck you. And you want sex? Sorry, clam is closed. Check back next season. Yeah. So it's hard. How do you talking running? Connie, I've been running forever. Mayo Clinic diagnosed yours. So yes, you're welcome. I'm describing most of your lives. And I was clueless and I didn't know why, but as I got older, my pain started getting worse. My neck started locking, my TMJ got worse. I've been cracking teeth. I have like 4 new crowns since last year. What else do you want to hear? Do we need to go on? Then now, this hurts. It hurts to snap. What the fuck is that? It's like, oh, everything wants to hurt now. My wrists. But you know what? I just keep, they did, Dawn. Oh. So, it is what it is. And it's my life now. The Lyrica helps just make me go. People are like, how can you run? Because I have no other way in life but to keep moving, right? You got to keep chugging. Now my hip, but we know my hip just stopped working. So you guys have to realize the hip thing is because my hip flexor's not working. It forgot how to work because my psoas and my piriformis are so fucking tight that they're doing all the work for me. So I'm trying to regain my hip momentum. What the fuck? Fibromyalgia. Lyrica has been a godsend for me. It doesn't take away the pain. It's not a pain med, right? But it helps your mind and it helps your nerves settle the fuck down. Because without Lyrica for me, I was like a down power line in a puddle of water. Everything was like this, and I just cried all the time. It was horrible. Until one day my mom had a very bad stomach Well, and Dan, yeah. And muscle relaxers, yeah. How long did it take for me to start working? The Lyrica? They say what, 4 to 5 weeks or 5 to 6 weeks? I felt it pretty quickly. Yeah. Yes. And Les, my money, I'm telling you, your teeth, it's weird. Yeah. When you have things start happening in your body, it's fucking weird. So this is the new norm. From cancer treatment, I can't do the gabapentin. So, you know, a lot of people, when I went in to get diagnosed after my MRI, and I was like, what the hell's happening? He's like, well, typically most people who have fibromyalgia have TMJ. It's typically coincided. I've had a TMJ since my mom died. The stress, right? Everything, stress is on our back. You ended up on prednisone. And so I did too, Dawn. I know, I did too. Pulling my trapezius muscles, yes. Lori, and it started with CrossFit and my traps. My traps are so tight, everything's so tight. But where do I carry my stress from my neck up, right? Everybody carries their stress differently. And so I am fucked. Save Andrew's balls. So I'm gonna call the doctor. Next up is this, to see if it's arthritis or carpal tunnel or whatever. So we know the hip issue. There's no arthritis in there, no cancer, no nothing. So little by little, I'm just getting myself checked out and figured out, right? To figure out what the hell's going on. So I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying to have some relief. I go to acupuncture. People like to throw things in my face, all the trolls. You know, she's out at the casino. She's out getting her nails done. By the way, it's 3 weeks for my nails. Next week will be 4. I haven't made it. Normally I do it every 3 weeks. I didn't know that was such an issue for people. It's not every week. Don't listen to Dan. He does that to poke at me, and he does it to get a rise out of you guys. I get PT every other week. I get acupuncture every other week to help with this pain. To help. I got cupped. Look, my bruises are so bad. This one, she's like, holy crap. Was that tight? I said, yeah, they actually hurt. Do massages, yeah. Massages help. So you do whatever you can when you have fibro. And if you don't do that, I suggest you guys go in and take care of you, because it keeps you going. After acupuncture, I was stupid. You know, you can't be like me and just overwork yourself. But after acupuncture, I literally cut trees, you know, because I have guests coming and I've got a busy weekend and I'm not going to be able to get to it. And I have an OCD with my garbage bins. Plain and simple. So OCD, and I needed to get it done. You get diagnosed through your primary care. So it says that I'm their only male patient with fibro. Yes. And so it's very rare. Small percentage of men, only a small percentage of men have fibro. So when you have fibro, my only suggestion is do you cold plunges, like if you got a pool, if you have any way you can, you know, massages if you can afford those things. I get PT through my medical, and just because people are worried about my cost of living, PT for me is $35 every time I go. It's really cheap. My acupuncture, you guys are gonna die. I'm gonna tell you, my acupuncture cost me $57. $57. That's it. Hannah gets it done because she's got neck issues in San Diego. It's $150 for acupuncture. I get it for $57. Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it's ridiculously cheap. I carry stress on my neck and I must, yes. Oh, that's a good idea too. I get Botox in my jaw to help relax my muscle. And I'm telling you right now, it's like I need probably double the dose because I'm still clenching. So it's like I get the Botox, I spend this money, and it's like, what the hell? Hi, Chessie. Love you, boo. When I went to my doctor and started talking about my health, I asked him, Doctor, that's bad for her. But then why are you stressing me out? And I'm just being real with you guys. I've had so many issues with my neck. I finally went to the doctor, right? Remember, I started a neck ablation. I described it perfectly. Yeah. And that hurts too. Hi, Rick. What's up, Rich? Why'd I call you Rick? I don't know. And it comes from stress, right? It's not bad. I love sugar-free. This is my coffee in the morning. Yeah. I'm on a vibration plate. I had dry needling. I like acupuncture better. Yeah. And cupping. So she does everything. You see my cups? So she does, it's all over my back. This one was probably a bit too tight, but I thought no pain, no gain. And I realized it's weird. So she does it all. And it's great. It's great. So I don't know. I just really started doing this within the last 4 years, 5 years. And I never took care of myself. I never gave myself that time and energy, only did my nails. I never did this because I didn't have time or because, you know, I just didn't want to spend the money on something that wasn't going to help. How stupid am I? Like, we should come first and we don't do it. Right hand is constricted in the fist, so into third, and this is outcome. It's so funny because it just reminds me of Grandpa. Like right now, my pain, my tightness, and that's because of me, is probably an 8. I'm an 8 right now. I'm an 8. Yeah. It hurt to run, especially my neck. So before I go, I'm going to slather on BioFreeze. At least I'll be relaxing as much as I can with Dilly Pop there. But I'm a mess today. But again, that was my fault for pushing my boundaries the last couple days. I've been pushing, and I'm a pusher. And then that what leads me to my flare-up. Nothing that alcohol can't cure. Unless someone has it, they'll never understand it. And, you know, that's why I get mad at Dan. Because I don't think he gets it. You know, he compares it to his sciatica. And, you know, he won't do things with Grandpa because it hurts. And I'm sitting here thinking, bitch, my hands hurt, my wrist hurts, my elbow's starting to bother me. Because it's from the neck, right? Everything starts from the neck down. Or the feet up, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, well, you can't reach around like, yeah, I can't reach around like you. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, Jesus Christ. I'm in pain. And I still do it because I have to. I only self-care I can get my wife to do is shopping. You're the stay-at-home dad. You're Mr. Mom. So it's way worse than sciatica because it affects everything. It affects everything. My neck, my shoulders, my hands. And you can't not use your hands, right? Everything revolves around your hands. Maroc. I love it. You know, I like it because it helps me unwind after a run. It's good for circulation. And it's good for lymphatic drainage. And we all know when you have fibromyalgia, anything is important. Also, it helps with my bladder. I don't leak as much as I used to, so it works on the pelvic floor. Right now, what I should be doing is doing my exercises, which is strengthening my lower abs because of my hip. And so I have to tighten my lower abs, and that's hard to do, you know, but it's almost like you're bearing down, giving birth, you know? So that's part of my PT is doing that. And if you had a little leakage this morning. Was it a good leakage or a bad leakage? Poop, pee, or semen? I don't know. So anyway, I have to kind of clench, and this is probably better to do on the, I have to keep my hands here, so I wasn't. So it's like a bear down. And this is like important to do, you guys. Every woman should probably be doing this. Not because, hi Goodman, not because like for the pootenanny, but it helps your pelvic floor and it helps build up your ab muscles. So imagine like bearing down. And I couldn't figure it out. PT was telling me, she's like, Danielle, you rotate your hip. Well, right now I'm not contracted, but now I am. It's like that bear down. You bring your pelvic floor up to your belly button. So everybody should do this. All your women, you should get your shit going. How does it help with circulations? I have an autoimmune. It does. Look at the benefits, Summer. I'm telling you, it's got so many benefits. The pootenanny is wild. Yeah, and it'll help tighten you all up. If your pootenanny is a little bit bigger than it was normally when you were 16 because you birthed your children, this tightens up your pootenanny. Not that we're trying to give anybody pleasure, but just in case sometimes I'm surprised. The first time I was doing this for a while, and I had, some shebang bang, and I was like, oh, my walls feel tighter. Did that feel good for you? Did you actually feel something? It wasn't a big gaping hole? Did you feel the walls contracting around you? He was like, yeah, actually, it did. It felt like it was tighter. Yeah. So they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Got the kitty going. Hi, you're home, Artie? You got your stent? Everything working well? I hope so, because we don't want to go back to Vanderbilt for 8 days. That's bullshit. Is that the hot dog? Yeah, I felt it. And I felt it. I was like, wow. I felt it. Did you? No way. Yeah, he's chasing. He wants. But now, if I do this regularly and get my hip moving, he might be really chasing me around. Girl, you feel like you're 16 again. That's baby. Working on my fibro. Remember that disease you say is non-existent? Yeah, fuck you. Stay away. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Thinking he's getting this tight cookie for nothing. You gotta work for your cookie, bitch. If you ain't working for it, you get no bites. None. So I was born, I'm just not into anything intimate. I get it. I get it. It's called perimenopause. You're probably in it and don't even realize it. I started perimenopause. Marty's trying to fuck with me now. I started. Just call me Keebler. I like to be the graham cracker and chocolate. You know that one? Remember what was it called? Grasshopper or something? With the graham cracker and chocolate on it. The fudge or whatever it is. Shit, that was a good cookie. You should get a paper all about fibromyalgia and give it to him. He wouldn't read it. This helps it. This helps to get in the... Ooh, I'm going to be fit as a fiddle. Are you related to Sarasota? I don't even know who Sarasota is. Okay, I don't have time, so we gotta do this really quick. Card of the day. Ready? Everybody sit down. Perry and fucking age. Let's go with that. Okay. Dream big, hustle hard, and show the world what a badass you are. That's right, bitches. Read that. Look at that. Dream big, hustle hard, and show the world what a badass you are. Exactly. Exactly. Don't let nobody take away your shine. Don't nobody let you tell you who you are and what you should do and who you should be. You fucking look at them in the eye, flip them up, and say, fuck you, motherfucker. I do me. Yeah, if you don't like me, get the fuck out. Right? Hustle. Do your shit. Do what you got to do, right, to get through this life. I'm hustling every day on this thing, trying to make something of myself. And, well, if I don't, then at least I tried, right? At least I tried. Helping my family, support my family, because my husband decided to stop making money, yo. And so, as a lawyer, like, what do you do? How do you do that? And what the fuck? Like, you have a family. Kids are in college, you know? You just decide you don't want to work anymore because it's too stressful? Well, fuck. I bet everybody else would like to do the same. I had a heart attack. Well, yeah, so does everybody else, but they still go back to work. You know what I mean? You just don't leave and live off of your investments and what you gained over the years because all of a sudden you are too weak to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? It's the facts. He doesn't like it, but it's the facts. So, you know, he came into this world of social media. Now, social media, you know, people are like, you're just using the old man. Well, okay, we're using the old man to educate people and to show people our journey, just like we're using ourselves, I guess. But we're here trying to make a living. Right? He decided not to live, and we got lucky because Grandpa was likable. I can't change the path of that success. It was great, right? And it led to many other things, which was amazing, and experiences that are going to last for a lifetime. Why would anyone take that away from us? And we're making money, barely surviving, making a living off of social media. Barely surviving. Barely surviving. But I'm still out here hustling every day. I'm still out here trying to make something of myself. I am here trying to change and help my family. And what are you doing? Right? Most of you are doing the same thing. Most of you are retired. Most of you don't have to hustle anymore because your family was proactive and prepared for the future. I did prepare, but then we had to live off of it. My house is dated. Twist and shift cycles. Did you not hear what I said? Open up your ears. Don't be ugly. Did you not hear what I said? And by the way, my house is dated and I love my house. And I change things when I like it and when I can afford it. Because I don't have excess money like I used to. So judge me for my dated house. Judge me for my shit. Oh, that hurts. But you know what? Do you by chance have 3 paid off houses? Do you by chance have no debt? Because I do. I'll take that over a new kitchen any day. Yeah. I'll take that over a new kitchen any day. Cheers. Sometimes you got to put people in the place. You know what I mean? And so things didn't oh gosh, Jody. Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. So my house is mine and I make it mine based on what I do. And I'm not ashamed of it, right? I'm not ashamed of what I have. I have no debt. I have no debt. Most people can't say that in this economy, right? Why do I talk that way about Dan? What do I talk what way? Because I'm giving you facts of what happened. People don't like facts and they think that that's a bitchy thing of me because I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. I tell you what's up, right? And you guys think I'm degrading him or whatever it is. I'm telling you facts. He stopped working because of a heart attack, right? He stopped working because he was stressed. He stopped working because he couldn't deal with law anymore. Not only from the heart attack, but a bad breakup with a partner. That put him in a complete depression. It happened. He didn't work for 10 years. Oh, Troy's telling me they're not facts. Okay, Troy. He didn't work for close to 10 years, doing bare minimum. We had to live off of our investments. Not ashamed of that. It's what happened. It was a very stressful time, Troy. For you to tell me they're not facts shows your ignorance. So I had to budget a lot. I had 2 kids in college, right? And I had to live off of what we invested for the future. We don't have very much left for our future investments. That's the facts. We have 3 paid off properties. That's our future. That's our future. That's it. So, anyway, that's why you have investments to carry you through the bad times. Yeah, because when you're self-employed, you're fucked, right? And if you don't prepare for that, and luckily Dan prepared for that, it sucks that we had to use it, but that's what we did. Life sucks. You don't think you're going to get a judgment slapped against you either with a business partner that was faulty, right? And you don't think that your business partner, was able to come up with half and he didn't. And so we had everything. We had houses, we had property, we had all those things, and we paid that judgment off, which took a lot of our cash. We did that because Dan was smart with money. So we were able to live for 10 years very stressfully off of investments, right? But we paid for that whole judgment because he didn't have a pot to piss in. And they had all my, and at that time I had like 5 properties. At that time, they listed this, and they knew. They were all paid off already. That's what being a lawyer does. That's what happened when we were younger. And if that didn't happen, life would have been much different. And I managed it by myself. I took on that stress. I budgeted while my kids were in school. Luckily, we saved money for school. So we still paid because we didn't have enough, because you never have enough money. And it's just life, it's life. And we got through, and here we are hustling, trying to make a living. And I think we're doing pretty good at it. I enjoy this. I really enjoy this. People don't like the truth. That's the truth. And who's to tell me that's not my truth? I love my husband, but let me tell you, it was a stressful time, and it was not always rosy because I was pissed. I was pissed at him. He would tell you. He was pissed. I was pissed because I was like, you let your family down. You let your family down. What do you mean you can't work, right? What do you mean you can't work? What do you mean you're not working for your health? Fuck you. He was out all day walking 50,000 miles a day. I was left here to take care of his dad because he was working on his health. I mean, we all have issues, It was bad. It was stressful. I took that load on for a long time while he recovered, or while he de-stressed and figured out his life. He was in a deep, dark depression for a while after that law firm disintegrated. It was not easy for him. I still, to this day, when he goes in that office, he has anxiety. You can see it. It manifests itself in gagging. I know when he has to go. He just doesn't like it. Why do you think he didn't help me? Because it was too hard for him. And that's something he never got over. It's weird. But like for me, I just pushed through, right? I pushed through. Yeah, it reminds him of, it reminds him of the lawsuit. It reminds him of the money lost. And we never got a cent back from him. It's been like 7 years. It's probably 7 years now since the judgment. And that took a hit on us. I mean, that took a big hit. And he didn't go back to work. He was not working. Now we're making money, right? We have a little bit, but at least there's something coming in.
wasn't a good time for me. Stress. How many times I was out here crying, going, we're down to our last, $90,000. How are we going to get through this when our bills are, $10,000 a month plus school? It's scary. I'm not afraid to talk about it. It's life. Most of you have gone through it, right? The Reddit account got banned. Stop it. It did. They'll just start another one. Email me, Drake, because I got to go. Email me because I have questions. Anyway, okay. We are working, Jody. No, he will never do law again. He'll do it favors. He has like his Modesto crew, the singer and his friends he takes care of. He'll do that. Like anything that comes up from past clients, he'll do, but he's really not gonna. Hi, Brett. How are you? He's really not gonna do it. He's making money. We're making a decent, okay money. We're not making, last year we were making a lot more money, but things have changed. Anyway, so Carl, don't be bitchy about that because you're jealous and trying to throw something in my face. You don't understand. Investments are for your future. We have 3 properties we could have sold. I had 5 at the time. We sold 2. Once a year. Now we have 3 left. Yeah. So don't be ugly because you're jealous. Don't try to twist my shit around and make yourself look better. Don't do that. It's ugly. Be a good person. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. I love you. Bye. See you tomorrow morning. Remember, Andrew, save the balls, save the peen, save the kidneys. Andrew-Salander-1, capital A, capital S, if you want to contribute to his 21st birthday bash. If not, it's okay. I'm not begging or pleading. I'm just trying to have fun for the kid. Love you guys. We're poor. Hashtag we're broke. Hashtag I have 3 houses and I can't afford anything. Hashtag Dan's not a lawyer anymore. So if you want to contribute, you can. Anyway, love you. Bye. This bitch on here. Ooh, she was going to get me heated. I got to go. Love you. Bye.